This is question number 27 on the January 2017 Algebra 2 Common Core Regents, and it is a trig definition question. And the question reads, using the unit circle below, explain why cosecant of theta is 1 over y. Of course, for this, we need to remember what cosecant is, which is the reciprocal of sine. So, remember, sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse in terms of the right triangle. So the first thing we're going to do here is just drop this vertical to create our right triangle. And now we have that. So note that the radius of the circle, and we are told that it is a unit circle, is 1. That means that this length here is 1 because it is also a radius of the unit circle. And now, note that we have the value x here and the value y here. The angle, theta, for the purposes of trigonometry, is always measured between our measured angle, or our terminal side, and the nearest x-axis, so we have theta here. So, there are two ways to approach this from here. We could say that the sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse, y over 1. And then the cosecant of theta would be 1 over y, because this is effectively just y, and then we would follow this definition to reciprocate it. The second way is to recognize that if the sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse, the cosecant of theta must be the hypotenuse over the opposite. And in this case, the hypotenuse would be 1, and the opposite would be y. Either way is perfectly fine. So basically, as long as you recognize that these two are reciprocals of each other, and we know the definition of sine, either of these ways represents exactly the same methodology. So when the question asks to explain something, you do want to write an explanation, and a written explanation might be something like, because cosecant of theta is 1 over the sine of theta, and sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse, then sine of theta is y over 1. So, cosecant of theta would be 1 over y based on this reciprocation. So something like that would be more than sufficient.